Oh, they are actually guaranteed by us. So as long as I put in a garrison to defend Denmark... Hey, I've just found a use for these 5. So... Alexander. I'm going to go to Denmark. I'm going to say, I would like military access. Which you won't offer. That's okay. We will have these units stationed... here. No, that's silly. Here. Ready to go charging south. And you lot. Are going to be responsible for convoy escorts in here. Based there. I'm not going to be able to bring a full fleet into here. This is just going to be destroyers. We're going to bring in Rawlings for that. Now watch as they declare war as we're moving our troops. Alright, here goes. Germany declared war on Luxembourg. Which is not guaranteed by anyone. Wow, Germany is feeling confident. Luxembourg! Crikey! Now we can issue gas masks. The world is growing more dangerous every day. We should protect the civilian population from any poisonous gas attacks. Britain shall breathe easy. Yeah, we could, but that would put me at war with Germany, and I don't really want to be at war with Germany now. I just sent all my units away. Let me just double... Ah, God, son of a... Get to work! Luxembourg's gone. Alright, encryption is done. Let's get better radar. And I am also going to offer a guarantee... to the Netherlands. Do we already have one with Belgium? No. We'll need to with Belgium as well. German Reich took one state, Luxembourg has been annexed. Right, and we're going to need to extend your lines to here, which is fine. Okay, units are starting to arrive. In fact, we were fighting the Soviets. Second Vienna Award. Oh, okay. We have built a lot of destroyers. We can possibly stop building destroyers now. Well, no, not necessarily, because the more of these guys that we have... the better we can protect everything. Just going to turn these into regular escort size ships. Like so. Then you lot can effectively become a new strike fleet. Once the other destroyers have returned. And there's the battle fleet. Okay, let's go and get escort carriers. And our air force should now be heavily engaged over here as well. They are. Because the army has arrived. Or is arriving. And here we go. Our first proper actions defending convoys against Soviet subs. More than enough destroyers active. Why do I have a second theatre? Well, so far we're keeping the lines of communication nice and open. Fuel supplies are also going fine. Royal Navy has just shown up to sink 7 submarines. Not sure that's the best use of our fuel supplies there, buddy. But okay. It's experience. Can you make variants of infantry equipment in this? I think so. It's not actually something I've done. Yes, you can. So small arms increases soft attack. Mortars increases defense. And everything costs reliability. That's interesting. I'm probably going to wait until the 41 guns before I do that, though. Meanwhile, 500,000 Soviets are dead, 100,000 Poles. Poland's performing admirably. And Germany has completely abandoned this part of the front line. What the hell? Did I build a battleship before the war? Nope. Another sub dead. We are refreshing our fuel supplies, that's fine. Meanwhile, France is doing naval invasions against the Soviets. Sure, why not? Who am I to judge?
Yes, sir.
Destroyers for bases. I don't think I need this, America. Seeing as I'm not actually at war with Germany, and submarines are a non-factor. Having taken a stance against the Germans, the US appear interested in ensuring Britain stands strong against the German threat. They are, however, also concerned with maintaining their own naval presence in the Atlantic. In exchange for several of our naval bases, they will supply our nation with the destroyers. These ships have been reserved, but accepting will still strengthen the military bonds between our nations, and may be the wise decision. You take Bermuda, Newfoundland, Leeward Islands, Southern Bahamas, Jamaica, Trinidad. No, that's my fuel supply. And now Germany is justifying against Poland. Again? Yeah, you are actually just doing a justification now. And Poland is actually fortified, so... bring it.
Ready, sir.
Right, you are in a strike fleet. You're going to go into there. That's going to be 4 capital ships worth, I'm going to say. We're going to go with the heavy cruisers. 4. And your job is going to be submarine interception, effectively. In fact, you might even be quicker for Norway. No, because that's going to cost more for repairs. We'll base you here. Meanwhile, how are we doing over here?
Attention!
You and you are ready to join that army.
Ready, sir!
5 of you still training. So how's India doing for manpower now? They have 500,000. That should be splendid. Let's train a bunch more of these guys. Let's say 24. My own manpower is going up, so should be good. Manpower is there for both sides, just infantry equipment, small arms. And support equipment and all that other good stuff. That's fine. Don't really care about that. Fire control could be useful later. We could get Spitfires. We do have the template upgrade, so you know what? Let's go ahead and research Spitfires. Hey, Scapper. They finished the justification, they are still not at war. Right, I'm not seeing a great deal of you lot helping out over here. Though it says you are. These 4 Polish destroyers having a great... Ah, here we go. Now I've arrived. Okay, with her. It's fine. Assassination of Leon Trotsky. Leon Trotsky, once the top lieutenant and heir presumptive of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, died today in Mexico City Hospital. Form the Armenian National Council. What does this do? Azerbaijan, Georgian. Oh, interesting. Research bonuses for various areas if you spend army experience. Alright, that's kind of cool. Huh, okay. Nation building is stability and democracy support. That's mostly if people are trying to topple your puppets, I believe. Okay. Alright, so Germany is back on the Polish border now. And I don't know what's happening.
Commands!
1, 2, 3 of you ready to join that army.
Ready!
In fact, you two are as well. Alright, so one of our Indian armies is now at full strength. We are building a second Indian army. which should be what we require to defend the British Raj against the Japanese, at least initially. Okay, now India's starting to get manpower. Princely states gives them some more recruitable population factor. They seem to be getting manpower from somewhere. I think the national councils are meant to help Germany to fight the Soviets. Oh, I see. Now I understand. Germany needed all the troops against Luxembourg. France's naval invasion is actually succeeding. This is utterly bonkers. What's going on? We need more dive bombers, we need more torpedo bombers, we need more medium bombers. Fighter. In fact, we'll just do another of every kind, seeing as we should now be mass producing factories. Yeah, we are. Are my escorts keeping that part of the Baltic open? Yes, we are. You're welcome, France. Enjoy your basically unlimited supplies, courtesy of the Royal Navy. Oh, we have a torpedo bomb with no mission. Do we now? Let's actually put you in the Baltic. And that's a tiny unit. Let's make you 50. Oh, Norway's here as well. Poland at this point is probably screaming at me like, why aren't you positioning troops on our borders? The Germans are no threat. Hitler promised peace in our time, and he is a man of his word. What is going on here? This is ludicrous. Just a quick war with the Soviets before going up against Germany. Yeah, we just needed a little bit of target practice. Hey, Valiant. Welcome to the weirdest Second World War, in which Germany has remained peaceful, and the Soviets declared war on Poland. 1940, and Germany is still doing nothing. Well, Poland is staying pretty strong, and in fact I think the longer that Poland survives, the better. Because this will allow Polish industry and stuff to get up and running. And they're actually pretty industrial. Didn't want the game to be too easy, so war with the Soviets and then Germany will join in later. More fun that way. Well, seeing as Poland is actually guarding that part of the flank, I'm going to put these guys guarding this part of the line against the Soviets. We'll go and help our Polish comrades. Military Training Act. There we go. The Great War has left our people with an impression that they would not have to fight again. As the world grows dangerous, we must ensure that all capable young men receive basic military training. Nah, it's fine. It's a peaceful world. It's only the Soviets. It's fine. In this timeline, the Cold War is actually against Germany. It might well end up that way. Soviets have lost almost 1 million men already. Poland's lost barely 200,000. And the Norwegian Navy is giving them what for? We could do with some more destroyers guarding the Baltic. So let's go and assign them. And for the moment, we'll just keep on mass-producing destroyers, because they're just such a useful ship. Even if they're a bit older by the latter years. Who are Norway at war with? Same people as us. The Soviet Union. Alright, we are now on the front line. Bhutan didn't want to get called in. Well, they have no division, so it's not that surprising. I was going to say, we have yet to inflict any casualties against the Soviet Union. This has been under attack constantly. Maybe the battle just hasn't ended. 3 of 5 enemy divisions can pierce this armor. Probably my infantry divisions being one of them. Now that we've positioned them over there. Right, that battle's over. Still not added any. No longer get the effects as steady as she goes. Or as diplomatic, well, democratic as we could possibly be. And we definitely need more destroyers over here. They're putting on a bit of pressure. That's because you lot aren't here. Because you are incapable of sailing through this strait. Such a bizarre and very annoying bug. Do the Soviets still have negatives from the purges? Probably. Yep. Fairly minor ones, though. Only 10% organization. Italy declared war on Greece. Whom I was not guaranteeing. Right, have my second set of destroyers arrived yet? Well, they're involved in a big battle over here, so I guess. Would certainly explain why we haven't been as effective here as I would have liked. You lot are still training. Okay. Only 63% effective. 774 convoys go through here. That's quite a few. So it means that we need to keep on building up our escort efficiency doctrine. Which we are still working on. Oh no, that's air. That's the doctrine. Still completely incapable of doing anything against the British forces here. Alright.
Guns!
I'm going to cancel all of your orders. And I'm going to completely invest against the Soviets. I can always switch troops around if I need to. We'll see if this provokes the Germans or not.
Orders!
Yugoslavia has joined the Axis. Earlier today, the German Reich and Yugoslavia issued a joint statement. The latter has now been formally granted access. Alright. Yes, please do send me more guns. Thank you very much. Although right now, we actually have a surplus. We could start working on upgrading those guns to the new model. Did I ever get the submarine guy? No, I haven't been able to afford him yet. Still there. It's because the Norwegians pull back.
Attention!
A couple of these units are getting a fair amount of experience, which is good. Naval strike tactics, oh dear, several cut-offs over there.
Ready, sir!
Let's go and line that up.
Yes, sir!
Right, new tech doctrine. Continue the strategic bombing. Yeah, you may as well spend the points now. Let's get those doctrines done nice and quickly. Thought that was the United States declaring war there for a minute. I was like, oh! No, we're good. We're up to 87% efficiency now. And we can get the submarine detection person. Gilbert Stevenson, you're on. Escort carriers finished. We don't have Admiral Helfrich. The Netherlands isn't in the war because Germany never invaded them. Just like Germany never invaded anyone. What is going on here, Germany? $1.2 million Soviets down. There we go, now it's counting our kills. France has lost 150,000 men against the Soviets. Wow. Oh, that's probably up here, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Alright, factories are done. What are we short on? Anything? Support equipment still, because I would very much... Ah, right. Now we can start thinking about upgrading units. So our infantry divisions have no artillery. That is one thing I would very much like to add, is artillery. So if we do that, and then remove those... That is not a lot of organization. Okay, let's not do that.